This is Valerie speaking. How can I help you with? Oh, hey, bestie. How's it been? Sure, I know I call the new staff besties, but I love you guys all the same, alright? Now come on, tell me what's up. Of course I know you're looking for something. You're calling my work number in the middle of the night, just as I'm coming home to my apartment. You want me to fill your shifts again? Seriously? No, I'm not complaining, but wanting to skip your work just because you have a date isn't the best option, right? Yeah, but the only reason I filled in for Steve's work is because his son graduated from college today. You know how much he cares about him. Alright, I'll talk with Dr. Kuma tomorrow. I'll tell him you got caught with family business, but you have to promise to do extra hours next week and make up for tomorrow. Love you too. Bye. Brat. Thing's so cool just because she has a boyfriend. Like, you won't dump her at the moment you can't make one of their nights. Well, at least I got you, Mr. Cigarette. Type of company that won't judge how often I have to fill in for these newbies. You'll hear about all my troubles as soon as I find my lighter. Uh-huh. Was that from next door? Hey, are you still up? Listen, I'm sorry if I woke you up. I just heard something bang next door. Are you hurt? They're saying something. Help? Okay, listen, stay right where you are. I've got a spare key on me. Just wait a sec. Okay, copper looks all shiny. That usually means one thing. Here, I'm coming over. What happened? How come your foot is covered in shards? You dropped the glass. I know it's an obvious question, but I need to make sure, okay? I'm just keeping notes for myself, don't worry. I'm here now, I'll take care of everything. Oh, I'm sorry, do you have a nurse's badge like I do? Because if so, then sure, I'm more than happy to let the person standing right next to me bleed out in their own home. Come on, don't be stupid, just give me your arm. I'll drag you over to the couch, okay? Now, we're gonna take it slow, okay? If we move too quickly, that's only gonna make your bad foot twitch even more. That's it, one at a time. I got you. Don't be afraid to put your weight on me. There we go. Put your feet up for me now. Let's see how bad it is. Right, it's just one piece. A massive shard near your right heel. Not as bad as I've seen, but it burrowed pretty deep. Is there anything I can do about it? Funny you should mention that. I've got an emergency kit in my handbag, but I'm gonna need your full cooperation to get them removed. Yes, it's going to sting. I'm not going to dance around it. Just trust me to know what I'm doing, and the pain will go away faster. Sounds good? Great, hold on a second. I'll get them set up now. Yeah, no, I'm not a first case responder. I'm part of the late night to early morning shift crowd at the hospital down in the city center. It's just better to have these things at all times. Well, if you're good enough to make your own jokes about me being married to my job, you can probably tell me how you got into this mess. Come on, it's my job to know everything about why my patients aren't feeling good. No matter what happened, you can always tell me. That explains a lot why you're barefoot, wearing just your jeans and old t-shirt. Star Wars fan? I just recognized the logo. Sorry to disappoint you. I'm a bit too tired for film nights these days. Why am I talking so much? I like making conversation. Helps keep my patients more at ease when I'm working. And I get to know a little bit about what speed they like to receive treatment by. Speaking of, I've got everything I need to set up now. The glass still doesn't look the worst, but it's only going to make things even tougher for me if it keeps sitting there. I'm going to use my tweezers and take the shot out, then apply some rubbing alcohol on the wounds before placing a bandage on it. I'm telling you, because I know how scary this can get. It may not be much for a nurse, but for a patient, these kinds of accidents can mean everything. Hey, look at me. I would never willingly hurt you. But I don't need to be a mind reader to know how sore you're feeling right now. I promise I'll get it out efficiently, not quickly, efficiently as possible. And you can yell about how much I'm a witch and curse them existence after I'm done. Is that good? Well, with your permission, we can start. Now, how does it hurt if I move it like this? Okay, I just wanted to make sure, but that'll make this more difficult. Taking that piece out means I'll need to be as straight and gentle as possible, especially since it looks like you've got an iceberg jammed up your back foot. I've got a pair of tweezers here for moments like this. Told you I've done this before. You ready? Bite down on your pillow. It'll make the pain a little bit more tolerable. Alright then, I'm gonna start by grabbing the glass by its tip. Easy. You're doing great. But I have to keep going. I'll pull it out inch by inch until... Got it! Now hold up. I'll cover in just a minute. Next, we're gonna use some alcohol to disinfect the wound. Okay, once more, breathe deeply and hug that pillow of yours, okay? I'm going in. Yep, I know it hurts, but just keep still. This will be all over if you let me work. Any second now. See? All gone. Well, most of it. I've still got to cover up the wound so it stops bleeding everywhere else. But after that, it's all over. Can you handle the rest of it? Awesome. You're doing incredible. Now we need some bandages. I admit this is going to be slightly awkward given where it happened. I'm going to have to wrap a part of it around the end of your leg. Kind of like an anchor point so it doesn't slip off or anything. Remember, this is the last part and we're done. Just keep breathing. And you can rest that foot of yours for the rest of the night. And done. One formerly glass-ridden foot wrapped up like a Christmas present. Yeah, well, don't actually go and tear the present open, genius. You wouldn't like the surprise. Hey, come on. You know, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just messing with you. These kind of accidents happen all the time for me. It just makes sense to use jokes and jabs to distract you from the effort that goes on. And see? My distractions paid off. We got a nice vibe going, and you were very brave for trusting me with your safety. I'm glad it worked out for the both of us. What happens next? That's the best part. You get to sit on your butt for the rest of the night. Meanwhile, I'm gonna clean up the rest of the glass that fell early. Wouldn't want to let all my work go to waste. I insist. And even then, realistically, you hopping on one leg to sweep up the remaining chunks is bound to lead to another accident. I don't want that. You're too cute to be in pain all the time. Oh my gosh, I said that. Oh boy, just let me just get to work, okay? Stay put. I'll borrow your broom for a minute. Huh? I'm not being quiet. What makes you say that? Look, that was an accident, okay? I say stuff like that all the time. Okay? Just don't worry about it. Alright, yeah, I said you're cute. Like puppies rolling in dandelions cute. If you think I'm being awkward or something, just tell me and I'll drop it, okay? You don't mind? Well, I guess I could keep. What? No, I said nothing. I told you you're not getting up. I admire you for wanting to help, but this is something I'm used to. Yes, I admired you. Even though you must have been an accident of what would most people would call in sick, you're offering to help me clean up a mess that's my job to take care of. Of course it's my job. Anything and everything that has to do with keeping a patient happy and safe. It's part of my job. It's part of my workload. Because? Because I like helping people. Is that hard to believe? I don't look like I like helping you? Well, that's the thing. It's part of my work. You have to be ready to like and help everyone. No matter what they've got or how much they hate what you do. If they don't get the aid they need, it's a loss on both sides. Honestly, you're one of the better people I've helped today. The amount of work that needs to get done, all the names, all the faces, you've got to remember who needs what, how much. You being able to trust me made everything way smoother. If you didn't. You're right, I shouldn't have gotten snappy with you after what happened. Then, why did I? That's mostly because of the other people I have to deal with at work. I'm one of the veterans at our hospitals, and because everyone else has a family or pets to come home to, they usually turn to me to fill in for them. Do I like filling in for them? I guess. Being able to get a bit more cash wouldn't hurt, but already working late at night doesn't give me much in terms of chance for dates and dinners out with friends. After a certain point, you start wondering why you spent all those years in medical school if you're going to end up miserable for the rest of your life. And yet, it's always the rare people like you, the ones that work with the tide instead of against it, that help keep you coming back for more. Pain is something everyone goes through. It's not something that should be burdened on themselves like you tried to. Maybe I've been thinking that way as well as with these later shifts. Tell you what, I'm actually gonna go to work early tomorrow to cover for someone. If you come with, I can keep an eye on you there and still get to do my tasks all the same. I wouldn't be offering if I had an issue with it. Now, would I? Alright then. First thing tomorrow, I'll drive you up to the hospital and we can get you checked in. Now though, you're gonna take a long snooze till morning. You deserve it after what you've been through. Don't worry, I'm right here for you. If anything hurts, tell me. I'll do what I can. Night, cutie.